Welcome to sewing class. This is Annette Jolie, and today we're going to be working on making a hand-rolled blind hem sample. So here you see some of the things you're going to need, and you would have wanted to watch my how to thread a needle video prior to this. You can use single or double ply. Also, you would have wanted to watch how to prepare your muslin. This is a 7x7. It is measured, it is ripped, and it is pressed with an iron with heat and steam and blocked and ready to go. Let's go ahead and make a border along the lengthwise grain where we've marked already here with the arrow. And we're going to make this 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. Don't include that fringe. Let that little extra fringe part hang over. And we're drawing 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. Not including that little extra fringe. Look for the last intact line. Okay, now we have our 1/4 inch, and we're going to go ahead and sew a stay stitch that we're going to use to help us with our hand-rolled blind hem. My machine is on 2.5 or 10 to 12 stitches per inch. This is making a single line. That's what it looks like on your machine to adjust this. Usually it's one of the lowest settings. Mine's the number 2 for the single line. Straight little dotted line. Okay, we're going to get it right on top of there, and we're going to start with a back stitch. So we're going to go forward and back about 2 to 3 stitches. Here we go, forward. And 3, and we'll go back 3. And now we'll go the full length of the line. Coming towards the end, and let's go ahead and make our back stitch. Let's go back 3 and forward 3, and we'll pull our threads and trim nice and close to the muslin, getting rid of those little thread legs. Now, on this hand-rolled blind hem, we're going to go ahead and press this under 1/4 and then a whole inch. So let's go ahead and draw the inch line. So then we go to the ironing board, we're ready to do both presses. So it's 1 inch away from the stitch line you just stitched. So I'm going to press under the 1/4, and I want this little stitch line to be rolled under, and then the 1 inch. I'm going to move my sewing machine out of the way since we're done with that for a while. Let's bring the ironing board over. Under that 1/4. Make sure that's nice and even. Make sure the whole stitch is rolling, that we see it the full length of that line. That looks good. Now we're going to press that 1 inch, the line that you drew. So we have a 1/4 inch under, and then another inch. And now we're ready to start sewing. Let's get the ironing board out of the way. We're working on our hand-rolled blind hem. And if you'd like to, we can go ahead and make markings. So about every 1/2 inch we can draw a little line perpendicular, or you can do this and eyeball it. That's up to you. Let me press this just a little bit more. I get a little fussy with my pressing sometimes. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and make the marks for us so we know what they look like. I'm going to go up about a 1/4 inch from the edge, and then I'm going to start and draw lines every 1/2 inch. And this is right on that fold. This is just a practice sample, so it's really nice to have a guide. Helps to train your eye, helps to train your hand. Okay, great. Now we're starting this hand roll blind hem with double thread. You can do single and you can do double, but since this is a blind hem, you wouldn't want to use anything more than 2-ply. You wouldn't want to use a 4-ply, that's way too much thread. So where we're going to start now is we're going to hide the knot right inside. We're going to put it inside and come out right on our line. The knot is hidden inside that little roll. And let's go ahead and anchor this all the way through to the front of the fabric. Just go over a couple little baby stitches. Come right back up. Hardly anything. This is the right side. This is the wrong side, or the inside of the garment. And we're not doing a catch stitch. We're not going back. We're actually just going forward. And we want to make almost a straight line. We sort of want to hide the stitches under the roll here. So we've anchored our first stitch, and now we can go up a 1/2 inch. We can catch the body of the garment and the edge, and one time, and go forward. So it's stitch you don't even want to see there. Here you want to hide it right underneath the roll. So we'll catch the body of the garment, which is the larger swatch, and a little teeny bit of the edge, and we're going forward. This can be done, like I said, single or double. I'm doing double so we can see it a little bit better. Body of the garment, the edge of that fold, and going forward. And we're doing this every 1/2 inch. Body of the garment, just a little teeny bit, hardly anything at all. We don't want it to show on the other side. You can always remove your needle and back off a little bit as well, which I just did there. Okay? Right on, little teeny bit. Catch that edge. We're going forward with this stitch. Body of the garment, the large swatch, and the hem edge. Always adjust. Make sure all your stitches are nice and flat. Not too loose, not too tight. Sometimes your thread gets twisted, and you can untwist your thread. so that you are not causing any knots. You can let it hang and untwist it as well. So we're going to go up 1/2 inch, catching the larger swatch, which is the body of the garment. It would be like your skirt, front or back, as you were working on the hem. And a little bit of a knot. Let me work that out there. There we go. A little bit of patience. Let's go up another 1/2 inch, catching the swatch, catching the edge, pulling nice and flat, the swatch, the edge, flat. And notice that we don't see any of the stay stitch. That we've rolled under. Nice thing about the stay stitch too is it helps to keep the hem from stretching out. We just have a couple more stitches up that last 1/2 inch, body of the garment, which is a large swatch, a little edge, and we're last stitch now. We're going to anchor it, so we're going to go through all the way to the other side, go over a very small amount, but not the same hole, come back up, go right into that fold there, and us tie our knot inside. Let's get right to that inside there. Making a lasso, causing a point of tension, grabbing that with your nail. There you go. Trim it nice and close. And here we have our hand rolled blind hem. Hand rolled blind hem. And write your name. This is, of course, the wrong side, which looks very neat and clean. And this is the right side, which just has a couple little dots of thread. That's the end of the demo. This is Annette Julie. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Au revoir.